Good morning, Aries, and welcome to your reading with Molly, the Starkid at Starkidignited. This will be a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. All the information is in the description box below. This is part 1 for free on YouTube, and there's always a part 2 over on Patreon for 10 USD a month, or about 17 Australian a month. So I'd love to have you guys over there. But anyway, let's jump into your reading. So I always do a channel message and an energy check-in. So I'll read that to you first. I've got it all written down here. And then we'll jump into your reading. So Aries, your energy feels like giggling and crying. You've recently had a realization about yourself that's allowed your sweet, tender, and pure energy to surge through, leaving you feeling like your cup is overflowing with love and the magic of who you are at your core. I just feel a big grin, like you're staring up at the universe the same way a child looks up at their parent, full of love, wonder, trust, and enthusiasm. This came from a crossroads situation in your life where you were invited to rely on your sense of judgment and had to choose what you felt was right for you. As you made that choice and walked that path, an alignment happened. It snuck up on you and surrounded you in love, hope, and protection. Not everyone has stuck around, and that's okay. While wishing them well, also know that you're creating space for those truly meant for you, to love and support you in this new chapter. Yeah, you're allowing more of your authentic self and light to show, and thus bringing in new characters, new programs, and new ways to express yourself and play the game of life. This is not a new chapter, but a new book. Get excited and let your main character energy lead the way. You're right where you need to be. Now, this is a message from your higher self. So, Aries, my dear, there is a divine purpose for you. There is a reason for all your secret talents you've poured your time, heart, and soul into. You are so much more than you believe. Your time is here for these miracles of your soul path to unfold, and there will be a convergence, a knowing of why all these paths you've taken were so important, how they all serve your divine plan, our divine plan. Like a brave warrior preparing for battle, you've been sharpening your sword, building your skills and technique, and readying yourself for the time that you're called. Your chief commander was your heart. You worked in unison to refine and develop the talents and abilities you now have, and have listened expertly to prepare for this new stage you're about to step up to. I am proud of you beyond measure. I bow to your courage and strength. You are so deserving of all the magic knocking at your door, and can trust yourself to handle all the opportunities you've created by following your heart and never giving up. I love you. So yeah, Aries, that is a very powerful channel message for you for the next 30 days. Let's jump into your cards now and see what else Spirit wants to talk about. But yeah, very exciting. It looks like you've been really following your gut and having the courage to do what you know is right for you, and it's leading to wonderful new possibilities and ways to use your talents and strengths, which is great to see and great to hear. Okay. All right, so Spirit, what is going on with Aries right now? Okay. All right, cool. So the first card that we get is Farewell to the Moon. And this talks about appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and cycles. Now, that's especially prominent for you guys because we are about to enter into eclipse season with Libra season, as we have the moon's nodes in Aries and Libra, with the North Node being in Aries. So there is a lot of like soul path, destiny coming in for Aries, a lot of new opportunities to really step into your light, step into your higher path. So this will be especially important, as I believe the new moon in, will it be a new moon? Yeah, new moon in Libra will be toward the south node, which means that the full moon in Aries that's coming up after this coming full moon will be, a fabulous opportunity to really have illuminated where you're wanting to go and what is most useful in your energy, and also to be able to release any of the you know, like past life baggage and karma that you're no longer needing. So pay special attention to when those moon cycles are happening over the next 30 days, and especially anything that's coming up in your energy that wants to be released. So old patterns, old programs, you know, if someone's trying to bait you into acting a certain way and you can feel in your heart, it's like, oh, I'm so tired of this old program playing out. I'm so tired of being this character. Let it go. Don't engage with people who seek to just we have 888 here, who seek to, you know, pull you down or try to get you to react negatively. This is all about saying farewell to those things that no longer serve you and stepping powerfully into the life that you're wanting to create. And you're setting the tone for your life, not allowing something else to set it for you. Now, your next card that we get, so we got 17, which in numerology breaks down to an 8, 1 plus 7. We also have card 35, which again in numerology is an 8, with the crane bag. And this talks about sacred ocean medicine, clutter, declutter, and choice. So again, and that goes into what we were saying, where like, you know, you have this like, this talks about how the mermaids have this like magical bag with them filled with all the different like gifts and talents and things that they need. And this card also talks about, you know, having the choice as to what we keep in that bag and what we remove. So this may be a time of needing to really take stock of what you have, what you're holding on to, and to allow yourself to declutter, to take away the things that are no longer serving you, and to you know, even add to your bag if there's something that you really want to do or be, putting the time and energy into creating that for yourself and reminding yourself that you have that power to choose. Okay. And we do have a lot of, you know, connection to the ocean. Like not all of these mermaids have such a strong reference to the moon cycles in the ocean. So pay special attention to your emotions at this time, what's coming up, and try not to maybe react so much from it. Like if you need to, like allow something to come up for it to be released, but don't feel like, you know, you need to boil over and like hold on to these emotions really tightly and react. It's more of a time of just allowing yourself to feel what needs to be felt, having gentleness and compassion for yourself as you go through this time, and knowing that things are being left behind and you are almost yeah, you're deciding like what comes with you. So make sure that you like remember that power in yourself and don't let anybody try to take that away from you. So let's see how you're feeling about all of this, Aries. So what are the emotions that Aries is currently experiencing? What's been going on for Aries? Cool. Yeah, awesome. So it makes a lot of sense. Okay, so the first card that we get is the Sea Snake with letting go. So this card is talking about, you know, like the sea snake, it swims in like the open ocean. It doesn't have, most snakes when they're trying to shed a skin, they have things to like rub up against to be able to like help them get out of that old skin. So that tells me that you are like revealing a more authentic, a new version of yourself. But with the sea snake, it doesn't have anything else to rub up on other than itself. So it literally has to twist and turn and create that friction with its own body. And if it isn't able to get rid of that old skin, it gets all these parasites and things on it that can kill it. So what that is showing is that like you're releasing all the like negativity, all the burdens, anything that people have put on you, things that people have told you about who you are and what you can do, that is all being shed. It's all being released at this time, which is fantastic. But it might come with a bit of, you know, like friction and difficulty, and having to really face yourself to create that friction, but knowing that this is a process, it's temporary, it won't be forever, and it is going to serve you immensely in this new phase that you're walking into. And then the next card that we get is Plankton with basics. So keeping it simple, especially at this time. Don't try to overcomplicate anything, because I think you have faster momentum than you probably realize. But if you are feeling the need to rush or get a lot of things done, it's reminding you to just like settle down and go back to basics. Focus on what you can, what is within your control, what you can, like taking small steps, making small adjustments that are going to create tidal waves of change. Not needing to reinvent the wheel or to, you know, like record scratch and throw everything out and start everything new. It's not about like neglecting or shaming that old self. It's more realizing that you're uncovering like a truer version of yourself, and the way that you do that isn't through shame, it's through love and compassion, and really focusing again on all the simple little things, the basics that make you who you are, and who what you know to be true at your core, and allowing those things to shine. Okay, so let's get some tarot. Let's see what's going on in, oh my goodness, more detail. Okay, let me just start that again. And thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Okay, so angels of love, light, and healing, please connect me with the Aries collective that are watching this video. What is in their highest and best to know going on right now? Okay, so I can see that you're showing up with the justice energy. So there is like a karmic justice, a balancing that's happening. So, you know, you might be in this place where you're really evaluating everything that's going on around you. You're trying to balance the scales within yourself, and thus this is leading to more balance coming in for you. There's also just this justice energy around you. So we're, you know, we're reaping what we're sowing. So really being conscious of the energy that you're putting out, and also seeing things, you know, outside circumstances as reflections of within. So if something's going on, before immediately reacting to it, taking that second to reflect, and to see like, okay, is this showing me something that I'm not acknowledging in myself, or is this more an opportunity for me to walk away from something that is no longer serving me? Okay, so let's see. So with this justice energy, what is the challenge with Aries right now? Okay. So yeah, so we get the Knight of Pentacles. So what is all of this that's happening is your divine justice, Aries. You know, you've worked hard for this. You deserve this karmic balancing of the wheel. There's going to be, you know, if you've put in the hard work, there's going to be good things that are coming through for you. But the challenge that is happening right now is to kind of go about something diligently and slowly. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't rush. He's the slowest knight out of all the 4 knights, but because he's pentacle energy, he's very focused on the physical, on being reliable, consistent, not rushing, taking his time to get to where he's going. And he is the knight that actually gets there. You know, all the other knights have, you know, they're different distractions or things that can kind of get in their way, whereas the Knight of Pentacles is very, exactly what I said, stable, consistent, diligent. He doesn't rush, you know, male or female. So being really, the challenge right now is to understand that things are coming together, but they might just be coming together slowly, and to not give up, to keep your eye on the prize, and to just work with the process as it happens. So what was the past energy? Yeah, so you get 6 of Cups. So you may have been a little bit caught in past energies of like really emotionally caught up in past stories, past things that have happened to you. Reflecting on different things you've learned, or even the way, like, you know, when things happen in the past, they tend to inform our future, inform our present. We look to the past as a, like, almost like a blueprint for what's possible for ourselves. So that's definitely something that's happened in that was a past energy leading up to this. With Justice and the Nine of Pentacles, though, I feel like it's important to remember that you don't have to carry forward the past if you don't want to. You can certainly learn from it and decide what gets to come into your future and what doesn't, and to allow that like karmic balancing to take place. Sorry, guys. Yeah, okay, yeah. And also it came up, that is placed on the letting go card. So letting go of past situations that don't serve you, and knowing that you don't need to, you know, like be the karma bringer for someone else with that Justice card, that the universe has got your back. It's going to, you know, everyone gets what they put in. And so if someone has hurt you in the past, if something didn't eventuate the way that you wanted, know that the universe has got your back. The universe is going to teach that person in the perfect way that they need to learn it. Whether that's, you know, getting something, you know, having something happen in a day or a week. Sometimes it takes 5 years. Like, the universe knows how to work with that soul in the most loving and compassionate way, to get the justice that is needed. And for you to get your justice, it's important to just allow what is to be, to refocus on what you're moving toward, and to know that wonderful things are coming. You don't need to hold on to any negative experience. Okay, and so the upcoming energy for you, Aries, we got 2 nines, which is pretty cool. We get the Nine of Pentacles and also the Nine of Swords. So I think there is still going to be a little bit of, you know, like mental stress, exhaustion, ideas, beliefs that you're still going to be working through in the upcoming energy. But there is a lot of abundance. There's stability. There's like a self-made person in this card, someone who's really worked hard to create resources and safety and security for themselves. So that is what's coming for you. You have earned it, but you're also going to need to just release some of those more negative thought patterns, because you don't want that to distract you from what you are creating, what is actually showing up for you in the here and now. It can be easy for us to not even notice the blessings that we've created for ourselves when we're stuck in the past, and Spirit wants to remind you to, to be present and to let it go. Okay, is there anything that Aries isn't seeing? Okay, we get the Hierophant. What about the Hierophant? Okay, so we get the Hierophant and the Hanged Man. So there might be a, you know, this is Taurus and Pisces energy. There may be something like conventional, like a religious structure, an old belief that is working its way in your subconscious that you're not really aware of, that Spirit is trying to get you to get a new perspective on. It feels like, yeah, like that definitely feels like what it is. There might be, again, like some kind of ingrained belief from your parents, from society, from whatever that you picked up in your past, that you're now being encouraged to just hang out with and get a new perspective on, to be able to see something differently and transform your inner energy, so that this no longer is, you know, trying to rule you from your subconscious, trying to get really aware of whatever old belief is getting in your way, because there is a lot of good that is coming through here in this reading. But I think your higher self is just wanting to bring to your attention that there are still beliefs from other people or from other situations that are kind of running rampant in your mind, and you may just not be aware of it. Like, you're so focused on, let's see, what is Aries currently focused on? Yeah, that's like the energy I was getting. So like, you're focused on a new opportunity, you're focused on what you want to build, you're like in this very hopeful, excited energy, as we got from your channel message. So that's beautiful. Stay focused on what is working and what's positive, but also don't be blind to things that are trying to get your attention in your subconscious. You know, like, it might be a really good time to evaluate what is valuable to you. What do you actually care about? Like, and not what other people have told you is important to care about, but what has meaning to your heart? What has meaning to your soul? What are you going to be proud of yourself? what is your future self going to be proud of you doing now? And really evaluating that and not allowing other people's beliefs or the way things have always been done to rule you. This is your time to free yourself from that and to gain that higher perspective. Okay, so let's grab a higher self card, and then we'll jump over to part 2 where we're going to look at your love, career, and money. Okay, cool. So your first card that we get is Be a Light to Others, Aries. So you have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. Yeah, and we talked about that in the shadow message, that it's like you've made a decision to bet on yourself and you're getting a lot of new opportunities and new people coming to you. So make sure that you're being a light to others, that you're sharing the special message, you're sharing the truth of your soul, because that's going to attract even more people that are aligned with your truth. And then we get Don't Give Up on Love with the 2 playful dolphins. Dolphins are very connected to Lemuria and Atlantis. So you may also be getting more information coming through from your higher self from those times, or accessing those kind of frequencies. But we get a relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. Awesome. And let's get one more. So is there any final higher self message for Aries? Oh, and we get another 9. So got lots of 9s here. So you're definitely ending some big cycles. And we get Regain Your Focus. So trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. So Archangel Michael and Metatron are coming through for you to regain your focus, not allow the past or past people or situations to drag you away from this justice that you have earned and you deserve. All right, let's jump over to part 2. If not, thank you so much for watching this reading. I will see you guys next month for a brand new reading. And until then, bye guys.